This game recap is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
First up on our list, it was the new... Oh, come on, streaming. Okay, there we go. It is the New York Jets. That isn't even it either. StreamYard, what are you doing? The New York Jets defeated the Cleveland Browns 31-30. Aaron, yesterday it was basically Joe Flacco. That was that I feel like that was like the highlight of this was Joe Flacco doing what he did to the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco in the territory of owning a team. I mean, we talk about Aaron Rodgers owning the Bears. Does Joe Flacco own the Browns? Can we talk about that? I mean, in this game, he was 26 of 44, 307 yards, 4 tutties, no interceptions. But I'm burying the lead here. In terms of this recap. The Jets trailed by 13 points with less than 2 minutes left to go in this game. That was followed up by a 66-yard touchdown pass to Corey Davis, a recovered onside kick, and then a 15-yard touchdown pass to rookie Garrett Wilson for the Jets to pull off the upset led by Joe Flacco, who owns the Cleveland Browns. What were your takeaways from this game?
I'll start with where I kind of started at the regular or early in the offseason. The Cleveland Browns defense. Like again, talented all over the field. Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, Denzel Ward. And you give up 31 points to the Jets at home. I get you don't have Deshaun Watson. I get you have Jacoby Brissett in there, but Jacoby Brissett played well. Like Jacoby Brissett went 22 of 27 through 229. His QBR was nice. He had a good quarterback rating. Didn't really do anything to, like, I know he threw a pick, but it wasn't like they cost him the game. They were up again 13 points with 2 minutes to go. But yet the Browns defense found a way not to be good when it mattered the most. And this is the things that I was talking about. Like, you have to be able to prove that you can play when it matters. And you give up a lead to the Chiefs. Okay, man, that's Patrick Mahomes. You give up a lead to Joe Flacco and the Jets. Unacceptable. The Browns defense has to be the storyline here, at least from their side of the football. I thought putting up 30 points, it's more than enough to win the game. They ran the ball well. Nick Chubb had 3 touchdowns on the ground. So where is the defense?
So you'd say when you look at this game, this game was more about the Browns blowing it than the Jets coming back and winning.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can give the Jets credit. I don't mean to take for the way Robert Saleh has those guys fighting, because they also fought last week against the Baltimore Ravens. This is a different culture team. It is not the same old Jets. That I give them credit for. But when I look at a comeback like that, that is a team blowing it. Like, the Browns blew it. First of all, with 2 minutes left in the game, why are you letting any wide receiver get beyond your defense? You're schemed up everything to just keep everything in front of you, let that clock run down. Even if they go down and score a touchdown on that drive, you force clock to be ran, right? You force time to be going off the clock. It's under 2 minutes. Now you're probably under at 110. So even if they get the onside kick, then they still don't have a lot of time left. You let Corey Davis, and I mean, he was absolutely wide open. Yeah. There is no excuse for that. That is just not focused, not coached right. That is just completely inexcusable. And for that, to me, it's about the Browns blowing it more so than the Jets winning it. I never like to say like one or the other. Shout out to the Jets for doing what they had to do, but I thought the Browns blew this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. We've given the Jets a lot of credit. Even going into the season, we were praising them and very excited to see what they did. What they do in this season, where we all have high hopes for them. And I mean, this is exactly what you wanted to see. I mean, we saw it throughout week 2, and we talked about it in week 1, how like these bad teams, there's no easy wins in the NFL. There's not that many easy wins in the NFL anymore. And the Jets proved it here, where it's not an easy win. And we saw Browns fans all over our YouTube page talking about how this was going to be a cakewalk win and this and that, and how they're going to own the Jets. And well, you didn't, because the Jets are dogs. Like they're coached by a dog, like who will fight and make sure that the Jets are in every game. They might not win every game, but they're going to be in every game. And right here, they were in it and they won it. They won the game, led by Joe Flacco. And that is who I have as my player of the game here. Joe Flacco being able to get 4 touchdowns, 307 yards, no interceptions. When Zach Wilson got hurt, we were worried about how the Jets were going to do without him. And Joe Flacco has not only come in here and won a game with the Jets, but he's playing efficient football to where maybe not efficient like the completions and towards attempts, but he's not turning the ball over. That's the biggest thing. His interceptions being at 0. That is huge. You just need a guy who's going. Joe Flacco is the Band-Aid right now for the New York Jets. And he's a great Band-Aid right now because he's not turning the ball over and he's winning them football games. He's my player of the game.
Well, I would argue he's not turning the football over. He turned it over in week 1 and they lost. He had a good game. But it is big for them. It is big to get that win. And I also want to say this for Cleveland, that loss might come back to haunt them. We talked about every win being so critical between now and when they get Deshaun Watson back. They easily could have been 2-0 right there. 2-0 to start your season, which without your quarterback, like that would have been a nice head start. And now you're 1-1. And now if you go and you lose game 3 and then game 4, now you're 1-3, 1-4. So they need to kind of rebound, figure out what's going on that defensive side of the football. Tough loss for them, but shout out to Robert Saleh and the Jets. He's very much on the same scale for me as Dan Campbell. I love the way he coaches. I love the energy. I love what his players buy into him. And the Jets have a good future going forward. And Garrett Wilson, he's a dog. He's a dog. He's the reason why we said he was the number 1 wide receiver in the draft. He's a dog.
8 receptions, 102 yards, and 2 tutties in this game. Breece Hall also got his first career NFL touchdown. So the future is bright in New York for the Jets.